butterfly, with 218 swimmers entered. 152 is the men's 10 years and over, 100 metres breaststroke. 116 swimmers entered, and event 153 is the women's 10 years and over, 400 metres freestyle. 153 entrants in that event. And then we have the corresponding finals for each age group in the 100 metres breaststroke for the boys. That's events 154 to 160. And then the girls, 161 to 167 are the girls 10 years and over, up to 17 and over, 50 metres butterfly finals. Okay, and you can find all the results of this afternoon's events online at Swim Lancashire. You can tweet us on hashtag LancsChamps19. And hopefully the YouTube stream is working a bit better this afternoon than it was this morning. You should be able to watch us around the world. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome onto poolside our team of technical officials. And our referees this afternoon are Mark Davis, Helen Whittle, and your starter this afternoon is John Wafer. Officials, you may take your seats. And we expect some swimmers on poolside any moment. First event this afternoon, as I said, is event 151. The women's 10 years and over, 50 metres butterfly. 26 heats in this event. And this is heat number 1. And in heat 1, Alice Volkovoy from City of Salford in 1, Nicole Hargreaves in 2 from Pioneer 79, Emily Davidson from Ormskirk is in 3, Grace Roboff from Heating, City of Manchester Aquatics in 4, Charlotte Collinson from Carnforth in 5, Jessica Ball from Prescott in 6, Lucia Leslie from City of Salford in 7, and Grace Nichols from Blackpool Aquatics is in lane number 8. And taking the touch on this first heat in lane 5 is Charlotte Collinson. confirm for us on the board. Heat 2. Heat 2 is Skylar Baber from Wigan Best. Lane 2, Heather Moore from Southport. 3 is Eleanor Edwards from Burnley Bobcats. 4 is Layla Morris from Wigan Best. 5 is Grace Lackey from Leyland Barracudas. 6 is Tamara Crosby from Garstang. 7, Amy Coy from Ormskirk. And in lane 8, Zara Mann from Preston. And Grace in lane 5 from Lena Barracuda takes that heat, time of 35.45. Result confirmed, heat 3. Heat 3 is Lauren Thistleton from Stoutport. Lane 2, Gracie Louise Potts from Salford. Lane 3, Grace Reed from Prescott. Lane 4 is Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. Lane 5, Ruby Swinney from Bolton Metro. Lane 6, Emma Gilmore from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 7 is Nia Stewart from the City of Salford. And in lane 8, Bailey Peel from Bolton Metro. Taking heat 3 is Ruby Swinney from Bolton Metro. Time of 35.75. That is confirmed. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1, Charlotte Wilson from Garstang. Lane 2, Caitlin Crosby from Stretford. Lane 3, Ruby Crossman from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 4, Harriet Rawlings from Southport. Lane 5 is Hannah Edith from City of Manchester Aquatics. 6 is Mia Rowe from Burnley. 7, Rosemary Holding from Blackpool. And 8 is Cara Tohill from City of Salford. And taking heat 4 is Caitlin Crosby from Stretford, time of 34.8. Heat 5, lane 1, Lucy Parsons from Prescott. Lane 2, Amelia Picton from Wigan Best. Lane 3, Zara Boland from Southport. Lane 4, Grace Holland from Pioneer 79. 5 is Mia Mason from Flixton. 6 is Mia Burslem from Ormskirk. 7, Nicole Lomas from City of Manchester. And lane 8, Grace Jackson from the City of Salford. That is heat 5 confirmed, Mia Burslem from Ormskirk. Heat number 6. Heat 6, lane 1, Molly Harwood from Salford. 2, Imogen Sharp from Palmclough. 3 is Petter Chilton from Blackpool. 4, Ella Bloxage from Salford. 5, Eva Knox from Wigan. 6 is Amy Ainsworth from Blackburn. 7, Isla Byrne from Ormskirk. And lane 8, Georgia Eccles from Pioneer 79. And heat 6 taken by Ella Bloxage, time of 32.26. It's confirmed. Heat number 7. Heat 7, lane 1, Caitlin Wilson from Burnley. 2, Lily Medcalf from Flixton. 3, Grace Whiteman Love from Bolton Metro. 4, Freya Miller from Fleetwood. Lane 5, Madeline Heelis from Isle of Man. 6 is Sasha Robb from Carnforth. 7, Natalia Bonfield from City of Salford. And lane 8, Robin Jacobs from the City of Manchester. Taking heat 7, Lily Medcalf from Flixton, time of 33.54 is confirmed. Heat number 8. Heat 8, lane 1, Mia Ashcroft from Leyland Barracuda. 2 is Chloe Shaw from Wigan. 3, Lily Smith from City of Manchester. 4, Rebecca Ward from Leyland. 5, Ella Roberts from Prescott. 6, Tiana Kinter from Wigan West. 7, Isabella Evans from Southport. And in lane 8 is Anahana Manglan from Crosby. And it's Ella Roberts from Prescott, taking heat number 8, time of 33.08. Heat 9. Lane 1 is Alia Day from Oldham Aquatics. 2, Lily Lamb Piercy from Salford. 3, Heidi Wild from Salford. 4 is Rachel Baldwin from Leyland. 5, Olivia Hughes from Bolton. 6, Abby Myers from Leyland. 7, Holly Carnes from Bury and Elton. And 8 is Emily Latham from Aquabears. And taking heat 9 is Holly Cales from Bury and Elton, time of 33.45. That is confirmed. Heat 10. In lane 1, Hannah Kincaid from Oldham Aquatics. 2, Emily Elliott from Leyland Barracudas. 3, Abigail Turner from Flixton. 4, Emily Byram from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 5, Emily Gaskill from Wigan Best. Lane 6, Emily Nuttall from Pioneer 79. Lane 7, Emily Wilson from Lancaster. And lane 8, Hannah MacDonald from City of Salford. And taking heat number 10 in lane 8, Hannah MacDonald from City of Salford, 32.65. Is confirmed. Heat 11.
Come on, Grace! Go, Grace!
11 is lane 1, Abby Catlow from Lancaster. 2, Emily Swan from Wigan. 3, Anna Canty from Southport. 4 is Daisy Poole from Wigan. 5, Tess Gordon from Bolton. 6, Grace Rooney from Everton. 7 is Amy Barlow from Pioneer 79. And in lane 8, Elizabeth Brearley from Blackpool. And it's lane 1, Abby Catlow from Lancaster, taking heat 11 in a time of 32.21. And that is confirmed. Heat 12. And in heat 12, lane 1 is Amy Myers from the Isle of Man. 2, Bethany Shum from Bolton. 3, Amelia Woods from Fleetwood. 4, Francesca Cullen from Bolton. 5, Kathleen Oliver from Bury and Elton. 6 is Christine Williams from Preston. 7, Ellie Lomax from Oldham Aquatics. And in lane 8, Rebecca Collier from Garston. Very close, taken by lane 2, Bethany Shum, Bolton Metro, time of 32.32 is confirmed. Heat 13. Lane 1, Jess Batty from Bolton. Lane 2, Lydia Dewhurst from Burnley. Lane 3, Kate Forshaw from Bolton. 4, Francesca Armstrong from Blackburn. 5 is Daniel Brady from Leyland. 6 is Katie Rawnsley from Prescott. 7, Poppy Elliott from Leyland. And in lane 8, Ellie Hughes from Liverpool Penguins. And it's Poppy Elliott from Leyland Barracudas in lane 7, 32.62, taking that heat is confirmed. Heat 14. Lane 1, Lily Gregg from Pioneer 79. Lane 2, Elizabeth Waring from Preston. Lane 3, Blair Richardson, Isle of Man. Lane 4, Morgan Gaskell French from Leyland. 5 is Daisy May Lewis from Flixton. 6, Hannah Morris from Leyland. 7, Samantha Harrington from Crosby. And lane 8 is Kira Prentice from the Isle of Man. And it's Elizabeth Waring from Preston in lane 2, takes heat 14, time of 31.98. That's confirmed. Heat 15. Lane 1, Eleanor Priestner from Southport. Lane 2, Ellie Ward from Clitheroe. Lane 3, Jess Smith from Flixton. Lane 4, Hannah Wang from City of Manchester. 5, Charlotte Hayes from Ramsbottom. 6 is Sienna Renz from Crosby. 7, Zoe Angle Lopez from City of Salford. 8 is Ruby Charmack from Blackpool. And it's Eleanor Priestner from Southport, lane 1, taking that heat in a time of 31.75. That is now confirmed. Heat 16. Heat 16, lane 1, Ruben McFarlane, City of Salford. 2, Alice Entwistle, Clitheroe. 3, Caris Blake, City of Manchester. 4, Isabel Dunn, Chorley Marlins. 5, Lauren Tebay from Southport. 6, Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. 7, Emma Flannery from City of Salford. And 8 is Amy Cromp from Hesford from Wigan Best. And in lane 5, Lauren Tebay from Southport takes that heat in a time of 32.18. Confirmed. Heat 17. Lane 1 is Darcy Williams from Pioneer 79. 2, Anna Marcatoli from Isle of Man. 3 is Tegan Shaw from City of Manchester. 4, Erin Hoyland, City of Manchester. 5, Jessica Miller from Blackpool. 6, Abby Wyatt from Southport. 7, Ella Snalem from Leyland. And in 8, Francesca Wood from the City of Salford. And taking heat 17, Erin Hoyland from the City of Manchester, time 32.06. Heat 18. Heat 18, lane 1, Isabel Dow from Everton. 2, Elizabeth Waver from Preston. 3, Ella Newton from Pioneer 79. 4 is Megan Smith from Southport. 5, Charlotte Mead from Blackburn. 6, Gabrielle Parker from Preston. 7 is Olivia Borland from Southport. 8, Isabel Waterson from the Isle of Man. And in lane 5, Charlotte Mead from Blackburn takes that heat, time 32.08. It's confirmed. Heat 19. Heat 19, lane 1 is Kirsten Dronsfield, City of Manchester. 2, Lisa Bazagi from Bolton. 3, Jessica Dealey from Prescott. 4, Catherine Waters from Pioneer 79. 5, Georgia Ashton from Bolton. 6, Eleanor Payne from Bolton. 7 is Gabrielle Booth from Oldham. 8 is Maisie Lurchers from Bolton. And in lane 1, Kirsten Dronsfield, City of Manchester, takes that heat in time 31.06. That's confirmed. Heat 20. Heat 20, lane 1, Bailey Siri Kelly from Pioneer 79. Lane 2, Jessica Critchley from Carstown. 3 is Ella Price from Oldham. 4 is Ella Bergen-Williams, also from Oldham. 5, Jasmine James from Leyland. 6, Rebecca Dawson, City of Manchester. 7, Alexandra Livingston from Carnforth. And 8, Amy Harrison from Oldham. And in lane 4, Ella Bergen-Williams from Oldham Aquatic takes that heat, 31.37 is a confirmed time. Heat 21. Heat 21, lane 1, Ella Sue Calderbank from Bury and Elton. 2 is Tilly Copeland from City of Manchester. 3, Hannah Head, City of Salford. 4, Ella Williams, Pioneer 79. 5, Jessica Penfold from Southport. 6, Samantha Ash from Blackpool. 7, Jasmine Mahade from Pioneer 79. And in 8 is Amy T-Bay from Southport. That heat is taken by Ella Williams, Pioneer 79, 31.39 confirmed. Heat 22. In this heat, lane 1 is Katie Richardson from Oldham. 2 is Anna Dutton from Leyland Barracudas. 3, Lois Cronshaw from Pioneer 79. 4, Emma Haynes from Wigan. 5 is Jess Smith from City of Manchester. 6 is Holly Maxwell from Blackpool. 7, Jennifer Green from Wigan. And 8, Jessica Williamson, also from Wigan. And it is Jennifer Green in lane 7, Wigan best 30.30 and confirmed. Heat 23. Lane 1, Emma Blair from Aquabears. 2 is Faye Bayman from Wigan. 3, Kate Forster from Southport. 4, Aileen Power from Liverpool Penguins. 5 is Lucy Turner from Burnley Bobcats. 6, Georgiana Bott from Wigan Best. 6 is Neve Vilger from Southport. And 8 is Lucy Hanford from Leyland Barracudas. And it's lane 4, Aileen Power from Liverpool Penguins, just dipping below 30 seconds, 29.97 is confirmed. Heat 24. In this heat, lane 1 is Emily Conway from City of Manchester. 2 is Kimberly Burston from Oldham. 3, Ella Prescott, City of Liverpool. 4, Chiara Tomasello from City of Manchester. 5, Emily Keys from City of Salford. 6, Charlotte Dodson from Prescott. 7, Emma Hodgson from the Isle of Man. And 8 is Lily Duckworth from Pioneer 79. And that heat is taken by Chiara Tomasello, City of Manchester, at a time of 28.69, is confirmed. Heat 25. Heat 25, lane 1, Rebecca Walsh from the City of Salford. 2, Lucy Cook from Clipston. 3, Holly White from Everton. 4, Jessica Calderbank from Oldham. 5 is Molly Roodhouse, also from Oldham. 6, Hattie Barley from Burnley. 7, Simone Elson from Pioneer 79. And in lane 8, Libby Manning from Garston. And it's Jessica Calderbank from Oldham Aquatics, 28.01, takes heat 25. Our last heat in this event, heat 26. And in this last heat, lane 1 is Sydney Bairstow from Blackpool. 2 is Leah Williams from Pioneer 79. 3, Lara Gruter from City of Manchester. 4, Pia Murray from Leyland Barracudas. 5, Meadow Dronsfield from City of Manchester. 6, Emma Jones, City of Salford. 7, Martha Smith from Clitheroe. And 8 is Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best. And it's Pia Murray in lane 4 from Leyland Barracudas. A time of 28.37 is confirmed. And that completes event 151. Chance to draw a bit of breath. Event 152 is the men's 10 years and over 100 metres breaststroke. And there are 15 heats in this event, and this is heat number 1. And we have 3 Manchester swimmers in this heat. Aidan Watkins in lane 2, Aidan Watkins in lane 3, Liam Hardy in lane 4, and Jacob Chapers in lane 5. And just a reminder, while the breaststroke is underway, we have Leah Carter Photography with us this afternoon and tomorrow. You can visit the desk in the entrance to the Aquatic Centre, where you'll find them, and request that they take photographs of your swimmer. And then during the afternoon, please do go down and review your photographs. Very limited space down there today, and to avoid disappointment and to make the queuing easier, it would be great if you could go down and do that before the end of the session. And also, if you have arrived today and not brought any of your swim kit, male sports are in the cafe area, and I'm sure be able to avail you of most of your necessaries. So that's male sport and Leah Carter Photography with us today. And Liam coming in to finish his 100 metres breaststroke. Closely followed by Jacob. Aidan just coming in, well done Aidan. That completes heat number 1. Those times are confirmed for us, and we go on to heat number 2. Coaches or team managers, could we have someone from Salford and from Pioneer 79 to the timing suite, please? Do we have coaches from either or Salford and Pioneer 79 to the timing suite, please? So this is heat 2 of event 152. In lane 2 we have Archie Dandy from Bolton. Lane 3 is Joshua Hayes from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Matthew Soars from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Jonathan Waters from Bolton Aquatics. Lane 6, Stephen McKenzie from Crosby. And lane 7 is Harrison Byram from Oldham. Correction, Jonathan Waters is from Blackpool, not Bolton. And at the 50 metres it was Stephen McKenzie from Crosby. But it looks as they come into the last 15 metres. If lane 6, Stephen has held on to his lead just, although in lane 4, Matthew from Wigan is pushing him hard. So it is Stephen from Jonathan from Matthew. That result is now confirmed for us. That takes us on to heat number 3. And in heat 3, we have in lane 1, William Irvine from Crosby. 2 is Ethan Kelly from Crosby. 3, Dylan Foster from Southport. 4 is Thomas Bull from Fleetwood. 5, Oliver Crooks from Bolton. 6, Corbin Wake from City of Salford. 7, Joseph Bull from Fleetwood. And 8 is Gordon Valentine, also from Fleetwood. Could we have coaches from City of Salford and Pioneer 79 to the timing suite as soon as possible, please? That's coaches City of Salford and Pioneer 79 to the timing suite as soon as possible, please. Come up past the last 25 metres, it is in lane 5, Oliver Crooks from Bolton. Although lane 3 is coming with a strong surge towards the last 15 metres, that's Dylan Foster from Southport. Not out of the race yet is in lane 4, Thomas Bull from Fleetwood. A strong finish there from lane 5, Oliver Crooks from Bolton. He takes it from Thomas in lane 4 and Dylan in lane 3. That result is confirmed now, and we go on to heat number 4. And in this heat we have in lane 1 Lewis Gilbert from Flixton. 2 is Nikolai Patera from Southport. 3 Eric Inman from Preston. 4 is Ethan Roberts from Chorley Marlins. 5 Alex Blackburn from Everton. 6 is Jack Duff from Southport. 7 Benjamin Jew from City of Manchester. And in lane 8 Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. As they turn at 50 metres, in lane 5, Alex Blackburn from Everton takes them out in 42.48. Closely tracked by Nikolai Patera from Southport in lane number 2. Coming back strongly down this second 50 in lane 8 is Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. He's pushing on Benjamin Jude from City of Manchester in lane 7. But maintaining his lead at this point is lane 5, Alex Blackburn from Everton. If anything, he's stretching his lead now as he comes under the 5-metre flags. And it is Alex from Oliver in lane 8 and Benjamin in lane 7. That time is confirmed. Heat 5. And in Heat 5, lane 1 is Jack Ashton from Bolton Metro. Lane 2, Jack Heppelston from Leyland Barracudas. 3 is Daniel Canavan from Aquabez. 4 is Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best. 5, Joshua Walker from City of Manchester. 6 is Robbie Bishop from Southport. 7, Annan Clark from Lancaster. And 8 is Leonardo de Fort from the Isle of Man. Have the finalists for event 161, the girls 10 years and over 50 metres butterfly in the 10-11 year age group. We have Charlotte Collinson from Carnforth, Gracie Louise Potts from Salford, Hannah Lee from Wigan Best, Grace Jackson from Salford, Harriet Rawlings from Southport, Skylar Baber from Wigan Best, Zara Mann from Preston, and Jessica Paul from Prescott. And your reserves are Amy Coy from Ormskirk and Emily Davidson, also from Ormskirk. Taking Heat 5 there, Daniel Canavan from Aquabez, time of 1:25.13. Is disqualification notification in lane 3 in Heat 5. But those results are now confirmed. Heat 6. In Heat 6, lane 1, Callum Rowland from Southport. Lane 2, Jack Parkinson from Fleetwood. 3 is Harvey Kinnear from Preston. 4, Alexander Volkovoy from City of Salford. 5 is Ebba Mayer Clayton from Flixton. 6 is Owen Salah from Southport. 7, Alex Dragon from Blackpool. And 8 is Jake Christon from the City of Manchester. In event 162, the 12 years old 50 metres butterfly, finalists are Ruby Crossman from Oldham Aquatics, Abigail Turner from Flixton, Hannah Morris from Leyland Barracudas, Lisa Bazagi from Bolton Metro, Georgia Eccles from Pioneer 79, Isabella Evans from Southport, Caitlin Crosby from Stretford, Hannah Egeret from the City of Manchester. And your reserve finalists are Nicole Lomas from City of Manchester and Mia Rowe from Burnley Bobcats. And as Heat 6 comes to its close, in lane 2 we have Jack Parkinson from Fleetwood coming in strongly. And he takes the heat. Lane 6, Owen Salah is second, and Alex Dragon the third. Good strong finish from all those swimmers. That's now confirmed. Heat number 7. heat 7, lane 1 is Sam Duncan from the city of Salford. 2, Thomas O'Donnell from Southport. 3 is Alexander Shearer from Blackpool. 4, Tom Arkwright from Leyland Barracudas. 5 is Ronnie Claverley Sumner from Pioneer 79. 6, Thomas Hamlet from the city of Salford. 7, Nathan Hoey from the city of Salford. And 8 is Ryan Potter from Blackpool Aquatics. Finalists for event 163, 13 years, 50 metres butterfly women. Finalists are Danielle Brady from Leyland Barracudas, Ella Bloxage from City of Salford, Tilly Copeland from City of Manchester, Jessica Pennyfold from Southport, Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro, Amy Crompton-Hesford from Wigan, Hannah Manglam from Crosby, and Holly Carnes from Bury and Elton. And your reserve finalists are Sienna Renz from Crosby and Mia Burslam from Ormskirk. And taking heat 7, in lane 7 is Nathan Hoey from the city of Salford. Just touching out Thomas O'Donnell from Southport. And that result is confirmed. That takes us on to heat number 8. In heat 8, in lane 1, we have Shu Ming Zhou from Aquabears. 2 is Callum Cork from Prescott. 3 is Jake Lancashire from Lancaster. 4 is Alex Campbell from the city of Manchester. 5 is Ben Horton from the city of Manchester. 6, Rhys Griffiths from Pioneer. 7 is Aidan Ainsworth from Oldham Aquatics. And 8 is Bradley Snayland from Leyland Barracudas. Finalists for event 164, the women's 14 years age group, 50 metres butterfly. We have Charlotte Mead from Blackburn, Elizabeth Waring from Preston, Georgiana Bott from Wigan, Ella Prescott from City of Liverpool, Hattie Varley from Burnley Bobcats, Lucy Turner also from Burnley Bobcats, Samantha Harrington from Crosby, and Emma Flannery from the City of Salford. And the reserve finalists are Jessica Williamson from Wigan Best and Maisie Luchars from Bolton Metro. And in this heat, lane 1, Zhao Ming Guo from Aquabears takes it in a time of 1:18.02. That time is now confirmed. Heat 9. In heat 9, lane 1 is Tobias Pilkington from Burnley Bobcats. 2 is Harry Robinson from Pioneer 79. 3, Sam Coulthard from Southport. 4 is Adam Tilling from Liverpool Penguins. 5, Patrick Donnelly from Everton. 6 is Dominic Tester O'Neill from Burnley Bobcats. 7, Adam Rust from Prescott. And 8 is Isaac Worry from Lancaster. Finalists for event 165, the women's 15 years age group, 50 metres butterfly. Emma Haynes from Wigan Best, Kirsten Dronsfield from City of Manchester, Rebecca Walsh from City of Salford, Chiara Tomasello from City of Manchester, Meadow Dronsfield from City of Manchester, Faye Bayman from Wigan, Holly Maxwell from Blackpool, Ella Williams from Pioneer 79. And the reserve finalists are Lois Cronshaw from Pioneer 79 and Ella Price from Oldham Aquatics. is Patrick Donnelly from Everton in a time of 1:18.45. We have a disqualification report in lane 5. Those times are now confirmed on the board. Our next heat is heat 10. And in heat 10, lane 1 is One-Eye Tam from the City of Manchester, 2 Patrick Braddock from Oldham, 3 Matthew Charlesworth from Blackpool, 4 Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, 5 Joshua King from Bolton, 6 Chris Walker from the City of Manchester, 7 is Vadim Bosch from the City of Liverpool, and 8 is Jacob Scott from Wigan Best. The finalists for event 166, the women's 16 years, 50 metres butterfly. Finalists are Amy T-Bay from Southport, Kate Forster from Southport, Lily Duckworth from Pioneer 79, Jennifer Green from Wigan Best, Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics, Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best, Ellie Sue Calderbank from Bury and Elton, and Eleanor Priestner from Southport. And your reserve finalists are Samantha Ash from Blackpool and Jasmine LaHaye from Pioneer 79. And in heat 10, putting in a very strong leg, there is Vadim Bosch from the City of Liverpool, time 1:12.67. Just wait for confirmation of those results. And they are confirmed on the board for you now. Heat 11. In this heat, lane 1 is Connor Stevens from Wigan Best, 2 is Scott Paintner from Bolton Metro, 3 Christian Allen from the City of Liverpool, 4 is Sean Sutton from the City of Salford, 5 Joel Pollard from Wigan Best, 6 William Bridgeford from the City of Salford, 7 Lewis Mailer from Orca, and in lane 8 Max Delaney from Leyland Barracudas. In event 167, the 17 years and over age group, 50 metres butterfly for women, we require a swim off, and I will keep you informed of that as and when it takes place. And as they come into the end of heat 11, it's looking like lane 3 will take this one, and it is Christian Allen from the City of Liverpool. Unconfirmed time of 1:16.5. That is confirmed. Heat 13. Correction, this is heat number 12. And in heat 12, lane 1 is Lewis Crosby from Stretford, 2 Charles Kelly from Southport, 3 Daniel O'Brien from Liverpool Penguins, 4 Alexander Turnbull from the Isle of Man, 5 Ben Porter from Leyland Barracudas, 6 Ben Smith from Wigan Best, 7 Joshua Maitland from Ormskirk, and in lane 8 Connor Dunkley from the City of Manchester Aquatics. And as they come down to the 15-metre mark, it is in lane 4, Alexander Turnbull from the Isle of Man. And it's going to be tight to call the next, but it looks like lane 2, Charles Kelly. And it is. Closely followed by Lewis Crosby from Stretford. Alexander finishing a time of 1:14.90 is confirmed. Our next heat is heat 13. In heat number 13, in lane 1 is Joshua Morrison from the Liverpool Penguins. 2 is Robin Austin from Carnforth. 3, Jake Reynolds from Pioneer 79. And in 4, Keenan Young from Preston. 5 is Jack Roberts from the City of Liverpool. 6, Ellis Cleworth from the City of Liverpool. And in lane 8 is Ethan Nevitt from Stretford. And at the 50-metre mark in lane 4, Keenan Young from Preston has taken them out in 31.42. And Keenan continues to extend his lead as he comes into the 15 metres to go mark. Lane 4 tracking him closely, lane 5, Jack Roberts from City of Liverpool. It's going to be Keenan, he touches in a time of 1:07.59. And that time is confirmed. Next heat is heat 14. In heat 14, lane 1 is Adam Jones from the City of Manchester Aquatics. 2 is Nathan Holmes from Preston. 3, Rio Quarry from Preston. 4, Sam Goldrick from Oldham Aquatics. 5 is Dakota Ravatali from Burnley Bobcats. 6, Toby Ransom from the City of Manchester Aquatics. 7, Luke Adams from City of Salford. And 8 is Benjamin Macon from Pioneer 79. And in lane 4, Sam Goldrick has turned in 30.65. And Sam giving himself a good lead here of about 5 metres on the other swimmers. Lane 7, Luke Adams of the City of Salford is chasing in lane 5, Dakota. But it is going to be Sam Goldrick, touching in a time of 1:06.88. And we'll just wait for that time to be confirmed. It is. So our next heat is heat number 15. And in this last heat, the 100 metres breaststroke, in lane 1 we have Ruben Robotham Keating from the City of Manchester. 2 is Jack Howard from Preston. 3, James Parker from Preston. 4 is Rob Cowley from the City of Manchester. 5, Jack O'Brien, City of Manchester. 6 is Luke Hoey from the city of Salford. 7 is Fraser Cook from Southport. And in lane 8 is Lewis Peake from the Isle of Man. And over the first 50 metres, Rob Cowley took them out in 30.08. And similar to the last heat, he's continued to drive ahead. And as Rob comes under the flags, he touches in a time of 1:04.45, with Jack O'Brien coming in 1:08.61. Those times are now confirmed, and that completes event 152. Event 153 is the women's 10 years and over, 400 metres freestyle, and there are 18 heats in this event. This is heat number 1. And in heat 1 of event 153, in heat 1 of event 153, in lane 1, we have Rachel Partington from the city of Manchester Aquatics. 2 is Grace Nichols from Blackpool. 3 is Zara Mann from Preston. 4, Amelie Bloxage from the city of Salford. 5 is Katie Lee from the city of Salford. 6, Evie Clare from the city of Manchester. And 7 is Grace Robotham Keating from the city of Manchester. It's Zara Mann from Preston taking them out in 1:19.08 for the first 100 metres. As the swimmers come down for the turn at 200, been a change in the order. So now it's lane 5. Katie Lee from Salford, turning in 2:43. Closely followed by Evie Clare from the city of Manchester, turning in 2:44. So the swimmers have settled into a nice pace now. And the aquatic centre calms after the 50 metres, craziness of the 50 butterfly and 100 breaststroke. And in this first heat, these two swimmers, Evie Clare from Manchester and Katie Lee from the city of Salford, sticking with each other, and it's just Evie at 300 metres in 4:08.96. In fact, they've touched the wall at exactly the same time. And these two are starting to pull away now from lane 4, which is Amelie Bloxage from Salford. Turning now for the last time, and Evie Clare has just given herself half a second lead over Katie Lee. It's which of these two swimmers has got the most left for this last 50 metres. Who's been training hardest over the last 6 months? $15 meters to go. Big kick, let's cheer these swimmers in as they come down to the last bit. Head down for the last 5 meters, Evie. And she touches 5:28.40. Well done, Katie Lee, 5:30.89, followed by her teammate Amelie Bloxage. And then it's Zara Mann from Preston in lane 3. Coming in now, Grace Robot from Keating in lane 7. Well done, Grace. And in lane 2, touching now, Grace Nichols from Blackpool. And with a really strong finish in lane 1 comes in Rachel Partington from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Well done, girls. We'll wait for those times to be confirmed. And they are, so that means we're ready to go on to heat number 2. This is heat 2 of event 153, and we have in lane number 2 Isabel Lloyd from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Ruby Swinney from Belton Metro. Lane 4 is Heather Moore from Southport. Lane 5 is Bailey Peel from Bolton Metro. Lane 6, Ebony Thorburn from Southport. Lane 7, Hannah Grundy from Southport. And in lane 8, Skylar Baybert from Wigan Best. As they come in for the first 100 metres, lane 8, Skylar Baber from Wigan has gone off fastest, and she will turn in 1:16.19. 2 other swimmers at 1:16. So a nice even start from these girls. And I have the finalists for the event 154. Which is the 100 metres breaststroke 10 and 11 year age group. And your finalists are William Irving from Crosby, Jonathan Waters from Blackpool, Dylan Foster from Southport, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics, Eric Inman from Preston, Stephen McKenzie from Crosby, Matthew Sawers from Wigan Best, and Ethan Kelly from Crosby. The reserve finalists in this event are Harrison Byram from Oldham and Gordon Ballantyne from Fleetwood. And as they come in for the 200 metre turn, and lane 5, we have Bailey Peel turning in 2:39.91. She's being tracked in lane 4 by Heather Moore from Southport. Lane 8, Skylar Baber is still holding her own though with 2:40.07 at the 200 metre mark. The finalists for event 155, the 12-year-old 100 metres breaststroke for men. Finalists are Jack Duff from Southport, Nikolai Patera from Southport, Harvey Kinnear from Preston, Zhou Ming Duo from Aquabears, Alex Blackburn from Everton, Benjamin Zhu from City of Manchester, Ethan Roberts from Chorley Marlins, and Oliver Crooks from Bolton Metro. Your reserve finalists are Lewis Gilbert from Flixton and Thomas Ball from Fleetwood. And we're coming up for the 300 metre turn. It's still in lane 5, Bailey Peel from Bolton. Holding a very steady pace, she turns in 4:03.15. And then you have 3 swimmers, lane 4, 7 and 8. That's Heather, Hannah and Skylar all matching each other. Event 156, the men's 13 years 100 metres breaststroke finalists are Samuel Grimes from Wigan Best, Jack Ashton from Bolton Metro, Jake Christon from the City of Manchester, Matthew Charlesworth from Blackpool, Alex Dragan from Blackpool, Callum Rowland from Southport, Annan Clark from Lancaster, and Leonardo Defort from the Isle of Man. The reserve finalists are Eva Mayer-Clayton from Flixton and Robbie Bishop from Southport. And we're coming into the last 15 metres of this heat. And Heather Moore in lane 4, putting in a great last sprint. And is she going to push Bailey Peel on, or is she going to catch her? 5 metres to go, and it looks like Bailey's going to hold her off, and she does just. Both 5:22 and 0.3 of a second between them. And then the next two, 7 and 8, look to me like they finished. They did, just outside each other. We have a disqualification report in that heat in lane 3. And the rest of the results are confirmed for heat 2. Next is heat number 3. In this heat, we have in lane 1, Lauren Thistleton from Southport. Lane 2 is Eleanor Cross from Wigan Best. Lane 3, Lucy Parsons from Prescott. Lane 4 is Scarlett Lazenby-Tracy from Stretford. Lane 5 is Annie Gilgahan from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 6 is Ella Proctor from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 7, Hannah O'Brien from Blackpool Aquatics. And in lane 8 is Chloe Ridge from Wigan Best. The finalists for event 157, the 14 years 100 metres breaststroke for men. The finalists are Bradley Snalem from Leyland Barracudas, Max Delaney from Leyland, Ruben Robotham Keating, City of Manchester Aquatics, Vadim Bosch from City of Liverpool, Lewis Crosby from Stretford, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, Nathan Huey from the City of Salford, and Thomas O'Donnell from Southport. Your reserve finalists are Tom Arkwright from Leyland Barracuda and Alexander Shearer from Backpool Aquatics. In Heat 3, first 100 metres, Ella Proctor from Blackpool has gone first in 1:13.84. But it's very close in this heat. Girls all sticking together, only a couple of seconds between them at this point. Finalists for event 158, which is the 15 years 100 metres breaststroke for men. The finalists are Joshua King from Bolton Metro, Nathan Holmes from Preston, Toby Ranson from City of Manchester, Ellis Clewith from City of Liverpool, Jake Reynolds, Pioneer 79, Fraser Cook from Southport, Charles Kelly from Southport, and Connor Dunkley from the City of Manchester. Your reserve finalists, Patrick Braddock from Oldham Aquatics, and Joel Pollard from Wigan Best. And as we come into the 200 metre mark in this heat, we have two clear leaders in lane 3, Lucy Parsons, and in lane 6, Ella Proctor. Both girls going over within a second of each other, and then you have fighting out for third and fourth. In lane 4, Scarlett Lazenby Tracy from Stretford, and in lane 5, Annie Georgihan from Burnley Bobcats. I have the finalists for event 159, the 16 years 100 metres breaststroke. The finalists are as follows: Chris Walker from City of Manchester, Adam Rusk from Prescott, Scott Paintner from Bolton, Alexander Turnbull from the Isle of Man, Adam Jones from the City of Manchester, Joshua Morrison from Liverpool Penguins, Adam Tilling from Liverpool Penguins, and Jack Lancashire from Lancaster. Your reserve finalists for this event are One-Eye Tam from City of Manchester and Samuel Coulthard from Southport. And keeping an eye on heat number 3, it's the same two girls as we come in for the 300 metre turn. In lane 3, just ahead, Lucy Parsons, slightly ahead of lane 6, Ella Proctor. Very little between these two girls, and then slightly pulling away now in lane 5 is Annie Georgihan, Burnley Bobcats. Putting in a strong third 100 though in lane 1, it's Laura Thistleton from Southport. Okay, you have the finalists for event 160, the men's 17 years and over age group, 100 metres breaststroke. Finalists are James Parker from Preston, Jack Roberts from City of Liverpool, Keenan Yuan from Preston, Rob Cowley from the City of Manchester, Sam Goldrick from Oldham Aquatics, Jack O'Brien from the City of Manchester, Luke Adams, City of Salford, and Dakota Rabatali from Burnley Bobcats. And your reserve finalists are Rio Quarry from Preston and Luke Hoey from the City of Salford. Coaches, team managers, you have 15 minutes to make any withdrawals from those finals. Okay, winning heat 3 in lane 3 is Lucy Parsons from Prescott, posting a time of 5:09.03. She's just managed to edge out Ella Proctor from Blackpool, finishing in 5:11.28. And we have the results in for those swimmers, and that is now confirmed. Moving us on to heat number 4. In heat number 4, we have in lane 1, Abigail Turner from Flixton. Lane 2 is Zara Borland from Southport. Lane 3, Hannah Morris from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4, Chloe Shaw from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Sarah Glenn from Chorley Marlins. Lane 6, Abby Myers from Leyland Barracudas. 7, Holly Brown from Blackburn. And in lane 8, Lucy Whittles from Aquabears. Lanes 5, 6 and 7 have opened up a slight lead and they all turn in 1:13. And then the next group all turning in 1:15. And as the swimmers come down the last 15 metres of this heat 4, it's lane 7, Holly Brown from Blackburn. Although lane 5's got her in her sights, Sarah Glenn from Chorley Marland. Holly takes it in a time of 5:14.01. Those results are confirmed. Heat 5. In Heat 5, lane 1 is Sophia Gilbert from Flixton, lane 2 is Shauna Coburn from Southport, lane 3 is Tiana Ginter from Wigan Best, 4 is Sasha Robb from Carnforth, 5 Nicole Lomas from the City of Manchester Aquatics, 6 Adia Tiernan from Wigan Best, 7 Hannah McMillan from Carnforth, and 8 Natalia Bonfield from the City of Salford. I can confirm for you that in event 167, the women's 17 years and over, 50 metres butterfly, there is no longer a need for a swim-off. And your finalists will be Sydney Bairstow from Blackpool, Leah Williams from Pioneer 79, Molly Roodhouse from Oldham Aquatics, Jess Calderbank from Oldham Aquatics, Pia Murray from Leyland, Holly White from Everton, Emma Jones from the City of Salford, and Emily Keys from the City of Salford. Reserve, Aileen Power from Liverpool Penguins. In Heat 5, we have Sophia, who turned first at 50, maintaining her lead over 100, turning in 1:12.8. And at the halfway point, Sophia from Flixton, maintaining her pace, turns in 202.34.27. Other side of the pool, Natalia Bonfield from Salford, 235.36. Lane 7 going with her, Hannah McMillan from Carnforth. And it's the group of swimmers in the middle that are trying to catch up with these three. From my point of view, it looks like lane 8 may have just taken the lead. She has. That's Natalia Bonfield from Salford, maintaining a very steady pace, 40 seconds per 50 metres. I don't think Sophia's given up just yet as they go into this last 100 metres, but it's a long way from lane 1 to lane 8. Not sure these swimmers can see each other. Lanes 5, 6 and 7 working very closely together. Who will turn for the last 50? And it is still Natalia Bonfield in lane 8, turning 4:35.53. What's she got left for the last 50 metres? Sophia in lane 1 is finishing strongly, but I do think Natalia in lane 8 has got enough. She has. She touches now. 5 minutes 12.98. Just 3 seconds ahead of Sophia, who pips Nicole Lomas from City of Manchester. Those times are all confirmed for us, so we go on to heat 6. And in this heat number 6, lane 1 is Freya Boardman from Everton, 2 Connie Roberts from Ormskirk, 3 Elizabeth Ashton from Oldham Aquatics, 4 is Neve Pryor from Bolton Metro, 5 Madeline Heelas from Isle of Man, 6 Hannah Rusk from Prescott, 7 Afia Minaz from City of Manchester, and it's Robin Jacobs from the City of Manchester in lane number 8. Turning at the 51st is Madeline Remus from the Isle of Man, 33.7. Metres to go at the end of the first 100. It's pretty even Stevens. Lane 1, 4, 5, 6 and 7 all matching each other. Turning first is lane number 6, Hannah Rusk from Prescott. She turns in 1:12.4. Only a couple of seconds separating all the swimmers at this point. Halfway point, lane 6, Hannah Rusk maintains her lead from Neve Pryor now in lane number 4. These two putting in about 5 metres to the next group, which is lane 1's Freya Boardman from Everton, and in lane 7, Afia Minaz from Manchester with her teammate Robin Jacobs. It does look like in lane 4, Neve Pryor is making her move as she enters into the second part of the race. As they turn for the last time at this end, in lane 6 still Hannah Russ from Neve Pryor. Lane 8, Robin Jacobs from the Manchester Club has put a bit of a distance now between her and 4th place, which is her teammate Afia Minaz. First two make it to the far end of the pool, and turning first is still Hannah. And she has a seconds lead now over Neve. Does Neve have anything left after this 350 metres? Can she see Hannah in lane 6? Breathing to the right, so she probably should. With 15 metres to go, can she pull anything out now? She's definitely up to her stroke rate. And a bigger kick, but it does look like Hannah is going to hold on as they come in, and she will, finishing now in 5 minutes, 0.26, 5096 for Neve. Good effort down that last 25. Two Manchester girls, second between them. And those times are now confirmed for us on the scoreboard, meaning we're into heat number 7. And in heat number 7, lane 1 is Ellie Howley from Carnforth. Lane 2, Caitlin Gibson from Chorley Marlins. 3, Hayley Garrick from Fleetwood. 4 is Jenna Cross from Preston. 5, Mia Louise Pilkington from Chorley Marlins. 6, Aurora Mar Fogato from the City of Manchester. 7, Libby Partington from Wigan Best. And in lane 8, Amy Barlow from Pioneer 79. The girls setting a good pace, setting off on the first 50 at 33.35, led out by Caitlin Gibson from Chorley. As they come back down for the first 100, it's lane 1, 2, 4 and 6. Seem to be setting the pace, and it's lane 1 turning first in 1:11.93. Go to the halfway point. It is still lane 1, 2 and 4 tracking each other closely together. It looks like it's lane 2 that's going to turn first, and it is now. That's Caitlin Gibson from Chorley, turning in 2:30.15. And then there's another group of 3 swimmers in lanes 3, 5 and 6. Hayley, Mia and Aurora. Jenna Cross in lane 4 has upped her work rate across that last 50 metres. Now stretching out in lane 2, Caitlin Gibson from Chorley. It's now these two pulling themselves away from the rest of the field. Lane 1, Ella Howley from Carnforth. And in lane 5, Mia Louise Pilkington. These are the two next. Although lane 3 still in the shout, Hayley Garrick from Fleetwood. But now with half a body ahead, in lane 4 we have Jenna Cross from Preston as she goes into her last 100 metres. And she seems to pick up the rate again. Last 50 metres, Jenna Cross from Preston, turning 4:27, giving herself a good seconds advantage on Caitlin Gibson. And she's not letting up at all, but in lane 1, coming back strongly, chasing down that second place is Ellie Howe, chasing on Caitlin Gibson's toes. But it will be in lane 4, Jenna Cross from Preston, finishing in a time of 5:03.97. Followed by lane 2, Caitlin Gibson, and lane 3, Ellie Howley from Carnforth. Heat number 7. We wait for those times to be confirmed. They are, meaning we can move to heat number 8. And in heat number 8, lane 1 is Olivia Hughes from Bolton. Lane 2, Amelia Moss from Pioneer 79. Lane 3, Isabella Evans from Southport. Lane 4 is Isabel Dunn from Chorley Marlins. Lane 5, Francesca Wood from the City of Salford. 6 is Abby Brennand from Bolton Metro. 7, Amy Myers from the Isle of Man. And in lane number 8 is Lily Cummings from Wigan Best. And setting an early pace over the first 50 was Amy Myers from the Isle of Man. She turned in 33.81, and she's maintained that lead down the second 50. And she turns now in the first 100, 1:11.18. She's taking swimming lane 8, Lily Cummings, with her. And the next two are in lane 6 and lane 5. Lane 1's Olivia Hughes from Bolton. Seems to have settled into a good pace. But it's Amy at the 150 mark who maintains her lead. That 50 metres in 38 seconds. At the halfway mark, Amy has opened up a length of the one body. Slightly quicker on that 50. And that's why she's managed to pull away from the other swimmers. It's lane 8 with her though, Lily Cummings from Wigan. Holding a very good pace, Amy. 38 seconds for that 50. The rest of the swimmers are staying with her though. And in lane 3, putting in a very good third 100 is Isabella Evans from Southport. She's come right through, and lane 8, Lily Cummings from Wigan. Still staying with Amy, but it will be Amy as they turn for the last time at this end. If anything now, the swimmer from the Isle of Man has increased her leg rate, her kick. Maintaining a very strong stroke, breathing twice to the right, 3 times. Having a look around, see where the other swimmers are as she turns for the last time now. Very strong swim this from Amy. Fight on for the second and third place though. That looks like that's between Isabella Evans from Southport still, and in lane 8, Lily Cummings. And that's a very good PB from Amy Myers there, coming in for 56.81. And it was Isabel in lane 3 from Lily in lane number 8. And that result is confirmed for us now. Heat number 9. In Heat 9 we have, in lane 1, Ellie Hughes from Liverpool Penguins. Lane 2 is Rihanna Archer from Wigan Best. 3 is Eliza Radcliffe from the City of Liverpool. 4, Amelia Woods from Fleetwood. 5, Sophie Crooks from Bolton Metro. 6 is Grace Whiteman Love from Bolton Metro. 7, Kate Forshaw from Bolton Metro. And in lane 8, Olivia Borland from Southport. And it is Olivia who takes them out in 32.11 at the first 50. She's gone off very quickly. Giving herself a good seconds lead over that first 50. Be interesting to see if she can keep that going. She turns now in a time of 1:08.41. Nearly 4 seconds ahead of the nearest swimmer. In lane 3 at the moment we have Eliza Radcliffe from the city of Liverpool coming through in second, and then the next 3 are all together. Olivia maintaining that lead, splitting in 37 seconds there for the third 50. She comes up to the halfway point. She still is in the lead, turning in now 2:26.23. But it does look like swimmer in lane 3, Eliza Radcliffe from Liverpool, is closing the gap, and with her also going Kate Forshaw from Bolton. These two are chasing Olivia down as we come up for the 250 mark. Olivia though keeping them at bay just as they make that last turn up the lead bend. It's these two swimmers now in lane 3, Eliza, and lane 7, Kate. Who pulled Olivia right back in. All 3 swimmers now are pretty much in the line, and if anything, as they turn for the 300-metre mark, it's going to be in lane 3, Eliza Radcliffe from Liverpool, 3:44. And Kate Forshaw now, and Olivia paying for that early quick pace. Is Eliza, they turn for the last time, just from Kate Forshaw. And these two, as they come into the last 25 metres, are neck and neck. Kate, who seems to have the bigger kick as they come to the last 15 metres, breathing heavy stroke at the moment. Last push, girls, we come in, and it will be in lane 7, Kate Forshaw from Eliza Radcliffe. And Olivia comes in third in lane 8. And those times are confirmed for us now. Moving on to heat 10. And in heat 10, we have in lane 1, Freya Miller from Fleetwood. Lane 2 is Hannah Camden from the City of Salford. 3 is Lily Duckworth from Pioneer 79. 4, Lauren Airy from Preston. 5, Bethany Shum from Bolton Metro. 6 is Ruby McFarlane from the City of Salford. 7, Millie Galgani from the City of Manchester. And 8 is Sophie Park from Oldham Aquatics. And over the first 50 metres, the girls very close together, 2 seconds splitting first and 8th. It's over the second 50 that they start to spread out a bit, and it looks at the moment as if lane 5 and 6 being kept company by lane 2. Those girls turn now pretty much together. It is in fact Hannah Camden in lane 2 turning first, 1:09.27. Hannah comes to take this turn. She will turn first again, 1:46.84. Only a second between her and the next 2 girls. Still very close, but it is the Salford swimmer in lane 2 who's just given herself half a body advantage on the next 3. Lane 4, Lauren Airy from Preston, also sticking with these girls. Lane 8, Sophie Park's not out of this yet. They're keeping in the same order. Girls now in lanes 5, 6 and 7 starting to increase their pace. Pulling Hannah back in towards them, although as we come under the flags, it's Hannah in lane 2. It's just slightly ahead of lane 5, Bethany Shum from Bolton. Good turn from Bethany there though. Pulls her back again. Millie from Manchester in lane 7. Increases her kick rate as they go down for the 7th lane. Bethany Shum, lane 5, turning first for the last time, has taken it from Hannah Camden in lane 2, Salford swimmer. Trying to stay with them, but the Manchester swimmer, Millie Galgani, in lane number 7, is coming through strongly on this last lane. 25 metres to go. It does look like Bethany Shum from Bolton might have it. City of Salford's lane 6, Ruby McFarlane coming on strong. Does look like in lane 5, Bethany Shum from Bolton, last 5 metres. A well-paced race from her, 4:54.98. Takes it from Millie in lane 7. And a really gutsy swim from Hannah in lane 2. Just caught by those other swimmers in the last 100 metres there. And we're waiting for the confirmation of those times, which we have, meaning we can go on to heat 11. In heat 11, we have in lane number 1, Christine Williams from Preston. Lane 2 is Jessica Smith from Flixton. Lane 3, Francesca Cullen from Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Lola Barron from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 6, Martha Miller from Backpool Aquatics. 7 is Anna Ashworth from Burnley Bobcats, and in lane 8, Jessica Penfold from Southport. And in this 11th heat, setting the early pace again, is Lola Barron from Burnley. 50 metres in 33.24. 4 of the swimmers stay within the half a second of her. And as they turn at the 100 metres, it will be the Blackpool swimmer in lane 6. No, it's not, it's Francesca Cullen from Bolton, turning in 1:10.34. Francesca posting 37 seconds for that third 50. Interesting to see if she can hold that pace. It is Francesca ever so slightly ahead of the Blackpool swimmer Martha Miller in lane 6. At the halfway point, Francesca 2:26.4, Martha 2:27.3. Francesca holding a good pace, 38 seconds for that 50. Seems to be stretching her lead ever so slightly here in lane 3. Yep, that was a faster 50 from Francesca. She's opened up maybe a body length's lead on Martha in lane 6. But we need to watch Jessica Penfold from Southport in lane 8. Who's also up to her rate, taking with her Anna Ashworth from Burnley in lane 7. But Francesca now turning into her last 100 metres, putting in another good 50, 37 seconds. It's definitely Jessica Penfold from Southport who's showing some strong finishing in this 400 metres. And she got enough to close in on Francesca, who's managed to hold her lead throughout this 400. As they turn for the last time now, it is Francesca. Got a good 4 seconds ahead of the other swimmers. It's a lot to close up. So the race is now on for second and third. So Martha Miller from Blackpool in 6, chasing down Jessica in lane 8. Jessica's swam a very well disciplined race here. She's coming through very quickly on the last 50. But heat 11 belongs to Francesca in lane 3, 4:53.02. From Jessica Penfold in lane 8, 4:56.49. Just coming in under 5 minutes is Martha, 4:59.01. Just wait for those times to be confirmed, which they now are. Heat 12. In Heat 12 we have lane 1, Emily Unsworth from the City of Manchester. 2 is Jessica Williamson from Wigan Best. 3, Ellie Lomax from Oldham Aquatics. 4, Beth Hartwell from City of Manchester. 5 is Jessica Smith from City of Manchester. 6, Catherine Waters from Pioneer 79. 7 is Mia Smith from Southport. And in lane 8 is Gabrielle Booth from Oldham Aquatics. And it's Emily Unsworth from the City of Manchester who set the early pace, 50 metres in 31.52. And that early pace has split this field quite wide open. And Emily gets to the 100 metres first in 107.12, and then the next 2 swimmers are Jess Smith, also from Manchester, and Jess Williamson from Wigan, turning in 108. Obviously these Manchester swimmers with the home advantage know all the points along the pool and when to put their effort in, and it is still Emily at that turn, 143.39 from Jess in lane 5. But no sign of Emily slowing down at this point, and they come for the 200-metre turn, and she turns in 2:19.7. And there's clear water now between her, although she is taking Jessica Smith from Manchester with her. And these 2 swimmers then from lane 7, Mia Smith from Southport, and in lane 2, Jess Williamson from Wigan. Emily going very quickly here, turning 35 seconds for this 50 metres. Rest of the field definitely finding it hard to stay with Emily over this one. Keeping up that high pace, turning in 36 for that 50 metres. It's her and Jess, and she's put on even a bigger kick as she goes down for her last 100 metres. Mia Smith from Southport in lane 7, doing all she can to get back in. But Jess Smith from Manchester in lane 5 is the nearest to Emily Unsworth in lane 1, who shows no signs of slowing down at all as she turns for the last time now. Increasing her pace over that last 50. Has she got enough left? I think she does. PB before today was 4:51.90. Looks like she's absolutely going to smash that time today. Really strong swim from Emily in lane 1, coming in now with 4:41.72, followed by her teammate Jess Smith in lane 5, touching now 4:49.4, and Mia takes third place, 4:51.03. And those times are confirmed for us there. Moving on to our next heat, heat 13. In heat 13, lane 1 is Simone Elson from Pioneer 79. Lane 2, Daisy Poole from Wigan Best. 3 is Elizabeth Webster from Prescott. 4, Blay Richardson from the Isle of Man. 5 is Morgan Gaskell French from Leyland Barracudas. 6, Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester Aquatics. 7, Fiona Byrne from Ormskirk. And lane 8 is Katie Rawnsley from Prescott. Very quick 50 in lane 6 from Chiara Tomasello, 31.31. But Simone Elson from Pioneer is tracking her, 31.58. Looks like lucky lane 1 today. .106 from Simone at the 100-metre mark. Again, this very fast early pace, spreading the field out very quickly. They come down to the 200-metre mark. It is still lane 1. Simone from Pioneer. She turns in 2:20.01. But she's not managed to shake off. In lane 6, Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester. Being sent messages from poolside. There are some coaches claiming to be coach of the day. That will be decided later. Lane 3 coming back strongly here. That's Elizabeth Webster from Prescott. Also in lane 8, Katie Rawnsley from Prescott, showing good form on the third 100 metres. Both these swimmers catching up to, but still holding her lead, is Simone Nelson from Pioneer 79. 100 metres to go, and there are 4 swimmers that could win this still. For the last time, it is still Simone holding her lead from Elizabeth in lane 3 and her teammate Katie in lane 8. Which of these have got enough to swim down this last 50 metres? Elizabeth upping her stroke rate as they come past the 25-metre mark, as is Katie. And Simone, who's had the lead since the first 50 metres. Is she going to hang on? This is going to be very close. It is Elizabeth, 4:47.15 from Prescott in lane 3, pipping her teammate Katie Rawnsley in lane 8. And Simone, who set all that pace, is third. And we wait for those times to be confirmed. They are now confirmed, meaning we can move on to heat number 14. In this heat we have in lane 1, Eleanor Priestner from Southport. Lane 2 is Ella Bloxage from the city of Salford. 3, Poppy Bridge from Blackpool Aquatics. 4, Elisa McElroy from Southport. Lane 5 is Georgia Ashton from Bolton Metro. 6 is Caitlin O'Brien from Blackpool Aquatics. 7, Kira Prentice from the Isle of Man. And in lane 8 is Amy White from Everton. And it's lane 4, Alicia McElroy from Southport, turning 31.02 at 50 metres. In this heat, though, interesting, the swimmers are all within a second of each other at the first 50. And staying pretty much as a group as they come up to the 100-metre mark. Alyssa turning in 1:07 dead. Still Alicia setting the pace, turning that 50 metres in 36.5. Lane 6 now, Caitlin O'Brien from Blackpool. Ella Bloxage in lane 2 from Salford. Lane 4, Poppy, also from Blackpool. And it's these 4 who announced that had been a leading group. Alicia just managing to hold them off. Just look on this 50 like Ella Bloxage from Salford has put in a quicker 50 to take the lead. She does, turning first with just about half a second's lead over Alicia. Caitlin O'Brien from Blackpool now also chasing down Alicia. But Ella Bloxage from the city of Salford in lane number 2, putting in an excellent third 100 metres there. That 50 metres with 36 seconds. And that's why she's managed to open up a gap of some 10 metres on the rest of the field. Alicia paying for that very early fast pace. Lane 6, Caitlin O'Brien from Blackpool. Fighting it out with Southport's Alicia McElroy. Ella Bloxage pulling away from all these swimmers now. She turns for the last time. That 50 metres, 35 seconds, so she's negative split this whole race. Really looking strong as she comes down now to the 25 metres to go mark. The race definitely on for second and third between Alicia McElroy from Southport and in lane 6, Caitlin O'Brien from Blackpool. Which of these two's got enough in the last 15 metres? Touching now is Ella Bloxage, time 4:43.12, and it's the Blackpool swimmer, Caitlin O'Brien, who will take second, just pushing out Alicia McElroy from Southport. Just wait for those times to be confirmed, and they are. Our next event is Heat 15. In this heat, Heat 15, we have Jessie Robson from Blackpool Aquatics in lane 1. Lane 2 is Eleanor Kay from Bottle Metro. Lane 3, Holly Barden, who is from Garston. Lane 4, Scarlett Aspinall from Southport. Lane 5, Hannah McDonald from the city of Salford. 6 is Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. 7, Ella Smith from Southport. And in lane 8, Emily Morris from Garston. But it's the Bolton swimmer, Eleanor Kay, in lane 2, who's gone out very quickly, 13.89. But apart from Eleanor, the rest of the swimmers pretty much sticking together over the first 100 metres. Eleanor will turn first now. 106.16. But the rest of the field were within a couple of seconds of her. So who's got it? Who's set off too quickly? Who's not set off fast enough? And as we come into the halfway point, impossible to call this one. Eleanor holding on to her lead. She's still about half a body ahead of lane 6, Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. But it really could be anybody's race. It's about this next 200 metres. Who's paced their race well enough? Eleanor not wanting to give up her lead. She's had it since the beginning. She's carrying on, looking very strong. Also in lane 6, not giving up just yet, is Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. Garston swimmer Holly Barden in lane 3, also coming through now. Eleanor, though, turns first into the last 100 metres. Has Hannah got something left that she can throw at this now to catch up? The Garston swimmer seems to have timed this very well. Holly Barden now increases her stroke rate. It is our leader since the beginning, Eleanor Kay, in lane 2 from Bolton, as they come down the last 50 metres. Paced her race excellently from the beginning. Garston swimmer, Holly Barden, lane 3 though, is coming on very strongly. And as they come into the 15 metres, Eleanor's looking at her all the way down. Can she hold her off? It looks like Holly might just take this. And does. Oh. 427.87 beats 443.04. Hannah, who stuck with both those swimmers all the way through in lane 8 from Carnforth, is third. Those times are now confirmed. Heat number 16. And in heat 16, lane 1, Lauren Bradley Holt from City of Salford. 2, Molly Gordon from Blackpool. 3 is Jess Law from Southport. 4, Rachel Hornby from Wigan Best. 5 is Emily Conway from the City of Manchester Aquatics. 6, Hattie Varley from Burnley Bobcats. 7, Ella Folkingham from Southport. And in lane 8, Ella Snaleham from Layla Barracudas. And it is Ella in lane 8, turning first in 31.11. And Ella comes into the first 100 metres first, turning now. 105.73. She is about half a body ahead of the rest of the field. Lane 7, Ella Folkingham from Southport, nearest to her. And then probably in lane number 5, Emily Conway from the City of Manchester. Rachel Hornby, Wigan Best, these two swimmers very close. third 50 in about 37 seconds. The two Ellas now closing together, nearly neck and neck, I would say. Not much between them and Emily Conway and Rachel Hornby. Looking out for lane number 2 is Molly Gordon from Blackpool. She's put in a very good 450. In fact, it will be Molly at the 200 metre turn. And that last 25 metres looks like a complete change around. It is Molly from Emily Conway in lane number 5. Not giving up the chase, though, is Rachel Hornby in lane 4. Holding a good pace between 35 and 36 seconds, then these 3 swimmers. But the Blackpool swimmer in lane 2, Molly Gordon, maybe half a body ahead of Emily Conway in lane 5 as they turn 300 metres, holding that 35-second pace. Wigan swimmer Rachel Hornby in lane 4, though, is definitely not losing touch with these two. As they turn for the last time, it is still Molly Gordon in lane 2. Split 35 seconds from Emily Conway in lane 5. Rachel Hornby, lane 4 though, still in the chase. 25 metres to go. Hard to call, but it does look like Emily Conway might just have this one. Although Molly's just stretched a little bit further as they come under the flags, and it will be Molly in lane 2, just 4:41.16. 4/10 of a second ahead of Emily Conway in lane 5 and Rachel Hornby in lane 4. And those times are confirmed for us now. Moving on to heat number 17. Okay, instructions from downstairs. Can we have the finalists please making their way into marshalling now for the 100 metres breaststroke. The men for the events 154, 155, 156 should now be in marshalling, please. Okay, this is heat number 17, and we have in lane 2 Jasmine Stockton from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 3 is Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best. 4, Victoria Dawson from Southport. Lane 5 is Lois Keys from the City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Lucy Dixon from City of Salford. 7 is Olivia Sheehan from Wigan Best. And 8 is Zoe Carlis from the City of Liverpool. Setting the early pace, and it is a fast pace. In lane 4 is Victoria Dawson from Southport. She went through 100 metres at 1:105.37. And it's still Victoria as they go through 150. At the 200 metre mark, Victoria turns in 2:15.4, and it's Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best in second at the moment, 2:17.33, but she's only 10th of a second ahead of Lucy Dixon from the city of Salford. Swimmers in lanes 6, 7 and 8, all very close together. But Victoria, who's been strong from the start in lane 4, maintains her early pace, and she's about a body length ahead of second place, which is Hannah Sheehan from Wigan. So Victoria, as she comes down at 300 metres, maintains a very high pace. Turns in 3:26.12. Hannah Sheehan, though, still not giving up. She's increased her kick in an attempt to catch Victoria up. And then the swimmers in 6, 7 and 8, Lucia, Olivia and Zoe, very much sticking together, and going to battle it out for the third place, it looks like, at the moment. Victoria turns for the last time now. And she's tracing down an entry time of 4:29. 25 metres to go, and it looks like she might be able to hold on for this last bit of the race, although Hannah still got her in her sights. A very strong swim here from Victoria Dawson from Southport, finishing now time 4:36.89 from Hannah Sheehan, 4:39.1. Just pipping the other two swimmers is Lucy Dixon from Salford. And I wait for heat 17 to be confirmed. It is. And that means we're in our last heat of this event. Heat number 18. And in this heat, heat 18, lane 1, Erin Hoyland from the city of Manchester. Lane 2, Olivia Clare from the city of Manchester. Lane 3, Jennifer Green from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Jessica Morgan from Southport. Lane 5, Emma Dixon, city of Manchester. Lane 6, Megan Lever from Pioneer 79. Lane 7, Jodie Gittins from Wigan Best. And in lane 8 is Sydney Bairstow from Blackpool Aquatics. And it's Jodie Gittins from Wigan Best who has set off very quickly, 30.07 over the first 50. And she turns for the first 100 in 1:03.47. And it looks like it's the Wigan swimmers. Jodie in lane 7. No, Jennifer Green's just pipped her out, also from Wigan. From Olivia Clare in lane 2. And it's Olivia putting in a very strong 50 for this 200 metre mark. Looks like she's moved through to the first position from the 2 Wigan swimmers. And it will be Olivia to turn first at 200 metres, turning in 2:12.2. From in second place, Jennifer Green from Wigan, 2:13.05. Olivia now stretching out her lead as they come down for the next turn, and she will turn 2:45.96. And she's opened up a gap of about 2.5 seconds on the nearest swimmer, her body length ahead, and then the rest of the field chasing her down. But it's clear water now between Olivia Clare from Manchester in lane 2 and the next swimmer, which was any one of 3. Jennifer Green in lane 3, Jessica Morgan in lane 4, or Jodie Gittins in lane 7. Those 3 turn now. Last 100 metres. Coming through strong in lane 4 is Jessica Morgan. Lane 7, Jodie Gittins, though, she's still looking strong. But Olivia will turn now with a good lead on the rest of the field. Turning second is Jessica Morgan from Southport. Third is Jodie Gittins. It's going to be a strong last 50 this, but Olivia Clare with an easy lead on the rest of the field from the city of Manchester. Lane 4, Jessica Morgan though, is going to be second, and coming through in third place at the moment is Jodie Gittins from Wigan. Really strong swimmer here from Emma Dixon on the last 50 metres. That completes heat number 18 and the event 153, and that is the confirmation of that result. That means we are now then moving on to our finals, the first of which is event 154, the men's 10 to 11 years 100 metres breaststroke final. We just need some swimmers on the poolside before we can start that race. This is the final of the boys 10 to 11 years, 100 metres breaststroke. And we have in lane 1, William Irvine from Crosby. Lane 2, Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3, Dylan Foster from Southport. Lane 4, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 5, Eric Inman from Preston. Lane 6, Stephen Mackenzie from Crosby. Lane 7, Matthew Sowers from Wigan Best. And lane 8, Ethan Kelly from Crosby. Your finalists. Very hard to call this over the first 25 metres, but it does look like in lane 4, slight lead is Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics, from Eric Inman from Preston. And as they turn at 50 metres, it is turning in 41.93, Oliver Parry. Slightly ahead of Eric, and slightly ahead of Dylan in lane 3. And it's these two boys in the red hats as they come down now for the last 25 metres. Oliver Parry stretching out his lead ever so slightly. Has Eric got a big kick for this last 15 metres, see if he can catch up. But going well, still in lane 3 is Dylan Foster from Southport. But it will be in lane 4, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics, from Eric Inman from Preston, and in third, Dylan Foster from Southport. And there is a confirmation of that final. Our next event is the final of the 12-year boys, 155, 100 metres breaststroke. And we have in lane 1, Jack Duff from Southport. Lane 2, Nikolai Pitera from Southport. Lane 3, Harvey Kinnear from Preston. Lane 4, Xiaoming Duo from Aquabeds. Lane 5, Alex Blackburn from Everton. Lane 6 is Benjamin Jew from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 7, Ethan Roberts from Chorley Marlins. And in lane 8, Oliver Crooks from Bolton Metro. Xiaoming in lane 4, setting a very high pace over those first 25 metres and opening up a gap. And a very strong swim here from Xiaoming. 1:18.07 from Harvey in lane 3. And Alex Blackburn from Everton takes 3rd place. Okay, now we have event 156, which is the 13-year-olds 100-meter breaststroke final for men. In lane 1, we have Sam Grimes from Wigan Best. Lane 2, Jack Ashton from Bolton Metro. Lane 3, Jake Christon from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4, Matthew Charlesworth from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 5, Alex Dragon, Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 6, Callum Rowland from Southport. Lane 7, Annan Clark from Lancaster. And in lane 8, Leonardo DeFort from the Isle of Man. Your finalists. And as they come into the last 15 metres, it is Matthew Charlesworth of Blackpool Aquatics. Putting in a very good first 50 metres, opening up a gap on the rest of the field. But it looks from here like in lane 3, Jake Christon turns 2nd. Followed by Alex Dragon from Blackpool, 3rd. Clear water now between Matthew Charlesworth and the rest of the field, but the fight is on for the silver medal. It's Jake Christon in lane 3. Alex Dragon from Blackpool in lane 5. It's between these two now as they come in for 15 metres to go. But Matthew Charlesworth, 1:16.51. Who's going to get the touch here for the silver medal? It is Jake Christon in lane 3 from Callum Rowland in lane 4. 1/10 of a second between those two swimmers. What a great race. Well done, boys. And those times are now confirmed for us on the board. Okay, you have a disqualification report in that last final 156. Lane 7 was a disqualification for a technical infringement. That takes us on to 157, men's 14-year-old 100 metres breaststroke final. And we have in lane 1, Bradley Snalem from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2 is Max Delaney from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 3, Ruben Roboth from Keating, City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4 is Vadim Bosch from the City of Liverpool. Lane 5 is Lewis Crosby from Stretford. Lane 6 is Caleb Griffiths from Crosby. Lane 7, Nathan Hoey from the City of Salford. And Lane 8, Thomas O'Donnell from Southport. These are your finalists. And down the first 25 metres, very close between lanes 3, 4 and 5. It looks though as if Vadim Bosch has just a slight lead on those two. Lane 2 coming through very strong, Max Delaney from Leyland. But it is Vadim at the turn, just from Lewis Crosby in lane 5. And Ruben Roboth from Keating in lane 3. Vadim goes through 25 metres to go. He's got about half a body on Ruben Roboth from Keating. Using that kick now to push away from those two swimmers, it will be Vadim Bosch from the City of Liverpool, touching now 1:11.76 from Ruben Roboth from Keating in lane 3. And Lewis Crosby is third in lane 5. The result is now confirmed on the board for us. Our next event is event 158, the men's 15 years old, 100 metres breaststroke final. In lane 1, Joshua King from Bolton Metro. Lane 2, Nathan Holmes from Preston. Lane 3, Toby Ranson from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4, Ellis Cleworth from the City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Jake Reynolds from Pioneer 79. Lane 6, Fraser Cook from Southport. Lane 7, Charles Kelly from Southport. And lane 8, Connor Dunkley from the City of Manchester Aquatics. These are your finalists. There's a very strong start from Nathan Holmes from Preston in lane 2. Seems to be setting the early pace. Taking with him Toby Ransom from Manchester. Also looking strong though in lane 5, Jake Reynolds from Pioneer 79. But at the turn it will be in lane 2, Nathan Holmes. 33.14 for the 50 metres. Jake Reynolds, Pioneer 79, is on his shoulder. City of Liverpool, Ellis Cleworth in lane 4, picking up the pace. Toby Ranson, lane 3. Any one of these. At the moment, lane 5, Jake Reynolds looking favourite to come in, but absolutely not giving him an inch is Ellis Cleworth from Liverpool. Too close to call, it will be. Lane 5, Jake Reynolds taking first. Silver, Ellis Cleworth from the city of Liverpool. And third, Nathan Holmes from Preston. Just wait for that result to be confirmed, which it is. And our next event is event 159, the men's 16-year-old 100 metres breaststroke final. And we have in this final in lane 1, Christopher Walker from the city of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 2, Adam Rusk from Prescott. Lane 3, Scott Painter from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 is Alexander Turnbull from the Isle of Man. Lane 5 is Adam Jones from the city of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 6, Joshua Morrison from Liverpool Penguins. Lane 7, Adam Tilling from Liverpool Penguins. And lane 8 is Jack Lancashire from Lancaster. These are your finalists. Adam Jones with an excellent start in lane 5 there, taking full advantage of the underwater part. But with a very high stroke lane rate in lane 4, Alexander Turnbull from the Isle of Man. Looks like he's just taken half a metre out of Adam. As they turn at 50 metres, it is by 1/10 of a second, Alexander Turnbull from Adam Jones, followed by, in lane 6, Joshua Morrison, the Liverpool Penguin swimmer. But it's going to be between Alexander and Adam in lanes 4 and 5. 25 metres to go, and it's Adam stroke for stroke with Alexander. Who's got the kick? Who's got the pull over these last 15 metres? Stroke for stroke now, 5 metres to go. It's going to be on the touch. And it is Adam Jones from Alexander Turnbull from in lane 1, sneaking right through, Christopher Walker. Just need those times to be confirmed. And it is confirmed. Bringing us along to our next event, which is event 160, the men's 17 years and over 100 metres breaststroke final. And in this final we have in lane 1, James Parker from Preston. Lane 2 is Jack Roberts from the city of Liverpool. Lane 3, Keenan Young from Preston. Lane 4, Robert Cowley from the city of Manchester. Lane 5, Sam Goldrick from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 6, Jack O'Brien, city of Manchester. Lane 7, Luke Adams, city of Salford. And lane 8, Dakota Ravatali from Burnley Bobcats. These are your finalists. this end of the pool, but it does look like in lane 4, Robert Cowley will be first of the turn. And he is in 30.22, but he's very closely followed by Keenan Young in lane 3 and Sam Goldrick in lane 5. And with 25 minutes to go, it does look as if Rob Cowley has this race by the neck. Sam Goldrick and Keenan Young absolutely fighting this one out for the silver and bronze. Finishing now though with a strong swim is Rob Cowley, 1:04.55 from Sam Goldrick and Keenan Young. And we just wait for the confirmation of that swim, and there it is on the board for you now. That takes us on to event 161, and this is the women's 10 to 11 year old 50 meters butterfly. And in this final we have for you in lane number 1 is Charlotte Collinson from Carnforth. Lane 2 is Gracie Louise Potts from the city of Salford. Lane 3 is Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. Lane 4 is Grace Jackson from the city of Salford. Lane 5, Harriet Rawlings from Southport. Lane 6 is Skylar Babert from Wigan Best. Lane 7, Zara Mann from Preston. And lane 8 is Jessica Ball from Prescott. These are your finalists. And a great start there in lane 4 from Grace Jackson from the city of Salford, setting the early pace here as they get to 25 metres. It's Grace by a stroke from in lane 5, Harriet Rawlings, the Southport swimmer, doing everything she can to come back at Grace. Hard to say who's in third place at the moment, but it looks like in lane 3, Hannah Lee from Wigan. But who's going to take it on these last 5 metres? Who's got the arm turnover? It will be in lane 4, Grace Jackson, city of Salford, 33.94. Second, Harriet Rawlings, and third, Hannah Lee. That's now confirmed for us. And that takes us on to our next event, which is event 162, the women's 12-year-old 50 metres butterfly final. And we have in lane 1, Ruby Crossman from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 2 is Abigail Turner from Flixton. Lane 3, Hannah Morris from Leyland Barracudas. 4 is Lisa Bazagi from Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Georgia Eccles from Pioneer 79. 6 is Isabella Evans from Southport. Lane 7, Caitlin Crosby from Stretford. And lane 8, Hannah Agrit from the city of Manchester. These are your finalists. Lisa Bazaji from Bolton Metro coming in very strongly here, and she's taking that one, time of 31.11. Just squeezing out Georgia Eccles from Pioneer 79, and Hannah Morris was third from Leyland Barracudas, and that is now confirmed as the result. On the board for you now. So that is 162 complete. Meaning our next event is 163, which is the women's 13 years, 50 meters butterfly final. And we have for you now in lane 1, Danielle Brady from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2, Ella Bloxage from the city of Salford. 3 is Tilly Copeland from the city of Manchester Aquatics. 4, Jessica Pennyfold from Southport. 5, Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro. Lane 6, Amy Crompton Hesford from Wigan Best. 7, Hannah Manglan from Crosby. And in lane 8, Holly Calms from Bury and Elton. These are your finalists. Very close this race, lanes 3 through 5, 6, any one of them at the moment. It's going to be about the last 5 meters this, who's going to get their arms over at the right time to finish this one. And it will be in lane 4, Jessica Pennyfold from Southport, from Eleanor Kay from Bolton, and 3rd, Tilly Copeland from the city of Manchester. Wait for the official confirmation of that result, which is now in on the board for you. We have just handed in at the announcing desk another hotel key card door opening thing. If you've lost yours in the last few minutes, it's with me. Okay, our next event is event 164, the women's 14-year-olds, 50 meters butterfly final. In lane 1 is Charlotte Mead from Blackburn. Lane 2, Elizabeth Waring from Preston. Lane 3 is Georgiana Bock from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Ella Prescott, City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Hattie Varley from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 6, Lucy Turner, Burnley Bobcats. Lane 7, Samantha Harrington from Crosby. And lane 8 is Emma Flannery from the city of Salford. These are your finalists. .15 meters to go, and it's really impossible to tell who's going to win this one. It could be any one of 3 again, lane 5, lane 6, but it looks like it's going to be lane 4 on the touch. Ooh, yes. 29.69, Ella Prescott from the city of Liverpool takes that from Hattie Varley, 29.76 from Georgiana Bock. And that is now confirmed on the board for you. Taking us on now to our next event. Event 165 is the women's 15-year-old 50 meters butterfly final. We have for you now in lane 1, Emma Haynes from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Kirsten Dronsfield from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 3, Rebecca Walsh from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 5, Meadow Dronsfield, City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 6, Faye Bayman from Wigan. 7, Holly Maxwell, Blackpool Aquatics. And lane 8 is Ella Williams from Pioneer 79. These are your finalists. And it is in lane 4, Chiara Tomasello from the City of Manchester Aquatics with the early lead. The fight for second place here. Hard to call any one of 4 swimmers. Chiara, 28.5, takes gold. Silver, 30 seconds dead, Meadow Dronsfield. And third, from the City of Salford, Rebecca Walsh. Confirmed for you now on the board is the result of 165. Our next event will be event 166, the women's 16-year-olds 50 meters butterfly final. We have for you now in lane 1, Amy Tebay from Southport. In lane 2, Kate Forster from Southport. Lane 3 is Lily Duckworth from Pioneer 79. Lane 4, Jennifer Green from Wigan Best. Lane 5, Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 6, Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Ellie Sue Calderbank from Bury and Elton. And in lane 8, Eleanor Priestner from Southport. These are your finalists. Meters and impossible to call. There's 5 swimmers here stroking at the same time. Maybe just giving herself a slight advantage in lane 5 is Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics. 5 meters in, it's going to be. It is Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics, 29.80 from Jennifer Green. In second and third, Isabel Williamson from Wigan Best. Just need this to be confirmed. And that is now confirmed on the board. And that brings us now to our last event of the first day of the Lancashire Championships, event 167. Which is the women's 17 years and over 50 meters butterfly final. And we have for you now in lane 1, Emily Keys from the City of Salford. Lane 2, Emma Jones, City of Salford. Lane 3 is Molly Roodhouse from Oldham Aquatic. Lane 4, Jessica Calderbank from Oldham Aquatic. Lane 5, Pia Murray from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 6 is Holly White from Everton. Lane 7, Sydney Breaststroke, Blackpool Aquatics. And in lane 8, Leah Williams from Pioneer 79. These are your finalists. As they come down now to the last 5 metres, again impossible to call on these 50 metres, but it will be in lane 5, Pia Murray from Jessica Calderbank in 4 and Molly Roodhouse in 3. Wait for the confirmation of that result, which is now in, and that means we are at the end of our first day of competition at the Lancashire County Championships 2019. Thank you all for your participation today. Please make sure that you have all your belongings with you as you prepare to leave the building. But before we do that, could we please give our technical officials a round of applause for all their hard work and dedication today. And I'd like to invite them now to leave the poolside.